Hello Scorpio, welcome. This is Ashley. We're going to do your January 22 reading. We're going to look at a strength, a challenge, and then the potential outcome, which my intention is that this outcome is the highest possible outcome, depending on the choices you make this month. So obviously you have free will. So we're going to just take a look at what scenario is really kind of showing up for you in January, and then we're going to see how you could get to this best possible outcome for you. So let's get into this. And heads up that your full year 2022 forecast will be coming out this week as well. So keep tabs on the channel or hit that notification bell so you know when that is live. All right. We have the Page of Swords, the Death card, the Ace of Swords, the Knight of Cups, the Queen of Swords, and the World, Judgment, the Page of Wands, and the Two of Pentacles. Oh my. Bottom of the deck, we have the Lover. So could certainly be dealing with a strong soulmate connection here. This could be a Gemini. Does not have to be. We're certainly going to see what this is about. This could also be your the balance between your inner masculine and feminine. So this could be you and your higher self. And there's definitely a choice to be made here with the Lover showing up. And we do have the Two of Pentacles here as well. So there will be a decision to be made. So let's have a look. In your strength position, we have will. So to me, this is a very Scorpio card. Strong willpower is definitely what's showing up here as your strength for the month. And it is interesting, it's a number 13, which is the Death card, but it's also the Emperor when we reduce it to a 4. So it's like you're really stepping into your power here, making some decisions, and honoring yourself. With the Page of Swords, Knight of Cups, and Judgment, this could very well be someone from your past showing up. With the Judgment card, this can also be a choice that gets made. There's clearly some communication going on here with the Page and the Knight showing up. Definitely could be some text messages. Somebody's been keeping their eye on you. And they're offering you this cup of love. But I also get the feeling with this Page of Swords, you're kind of stepping into this energy, and it shows up here as the potential outcome as well, this observer energy. You know, this Page of Swords can be someone that stands on the sideline and just watches and learns, you know? So I do feel like you're taking action for yourself, but it's almost like you make a move and then you see what happens. So let's get some more detail there. Figure out what this is about. Why the Page of Swords? We have the Queen of Pentacles, some Capricorn. I do feel like that's your energy, Scorpio. And the Three of Wands. So yeah, it's like you make a move, you make a choice, or you take a step in a certain direction, and then you kind of wait to see what trickles in and what happens as a result of your action taken here. With that Queen of Pentacles showing up, I want to clarify these other two before I speak to that very much, but I definitely feel like you're using your own resources. So it's like you're tapping into everything available to you. So like the wisdom that you carry, your finances, your network. There's a number of things here that you could be using to your advantage. With the Knight of Cups, we have the Seven of Swords and the Strength card. So you could certainly have a Leo or a water sign showing up here with an offer. I do feel like this could be someone that betrayed you in the past. Could be someone that kind of ran off in the past and sort of abandoned you. I also get the feeling that you have a hard time trusting this person. So even as they come forward with a couple of, you have enough history with this person potentially that you're maybe even avoiding it a little bit. And it's almost as if they're coming forward with this cup of love, like they're trying to tame their own demons here. So it's like they might even put on a bit of a facade. So pay attention to that. So I'm getting that fairly strongly here. It's like they try and cover up the ugly. Even though you know about the ugly. If that makes sense, like they might come forward in a very innocent, or present themselves in a very innocent, maybe even flirty, romantic way. And you're like, really? I know the real you, if that makes sense. So with Judgment, we have the Eight of Pentacles and the Star. So I do feel like someone here wants to work on this and wants to heal this with you. Could be a Scorpio, another Scorpio, but I feel like that's more you kind of making this judgment call. It could be an Aquarius or someone with strong Aquarius or Earth in their chart. But there does need to be some healing here, and almost in a way to kind of even release yourself from an old situation too. So even if you don't decide to take this cup of love, even them offering it could provide some healing or justice in some way for you. We'll keep clarifying the rest of the reading here and see what really shows up here. But what's interesting is we have the Star coming in here with the Judgment card. And then we have this Wish Upon a Star showing up as the Challenge, which reminds me of the Star card. So you could definitely be dealing with an Aquarius. Now with this showing up as the Challenge, it could be that an Aquarius is your challenge. It could also be this, you see how she's like holding this star to her heart and she's making a wish. But when it shows up as the challenge for the month, it could be hard to really have clarity on what it is that you truly want, right? Like it could be that you have this strong willpower at this time, but maybe you've not quite decided what it is that you want. With the Death card, the Queen of Swords, and the Page of Wands, somebody's definitely trying to open this door with you, but you may decide to put an end to this. You may decide to not accept their offer. Especially with the Queen of Swords, she cuts through the BS. So she's looking for some sort of cycle to end. She's looking over here at the World card. She wants something to come to a close. And it could just be this BS that she's turned her back to. The Seven of Swords, sort of, I'm covering up my ugly side stuff. Like, she sees right through it, so I don't think she's interested in playing that game. Let's clarify and see what we get here. And typically when I do these readings and we do the strength challenge outcome type spread here, the strength and the challenge definitely always play off of each other. And that's kind of the learning opportunity for the month, right? There's usually like, you have certain areas that you're strong in, and then other areas that challenge you to make a decision or sort of poke at your weaknesses, so that ultimately you can overcome that and end up in the potential outcome. So it's just interesting to see how those two rows usually play together. With the Death card, we have the Six of Wands and the Eight of Wands. With the Queen of Swords, we have the Knight of Wands. Yeah, she is so not going to deal with a player. Not even kinda. And if she accepts anything, it's going to be a solid offer. It's not going to be this player energy. With the Page of Wands, we have the Two of Cups and the Three of Cups. So again, I feel like there's a choice here. You could very well have two people showing up this month. Someone from the past and someone new. So when we get this Knight of Wands, Knight of Pentacles, I feel like there's two potential offers coming in. And then with this Page of Wands, this opening the door kind of energy, this communication. I feel like, and I just saw the Lovers again at the bottom of the deck. So I do feel like, I mean, we've got the Two of Cups and Three of Cups. Somebody clearly sees you as their soulmate and wants to reunite. But with the Two of Cups, the Two of Pentacles, the Lovers, there's a choice here, and it may not just be a choice of, do I take you back or don't take you back? It could be that, and do I take you or do I take you? So there could be someone else showing up here. Part of why this is showing up as a challenge, I mean, obviously you have a choice to make, and that's going to be difficult, depending on what it is that you want, right, in the future. You're going to have to decide if you trust this past person or if you're wanting to have a new beginning elsewhere. And I think that will serve as difficult because one or both of these people is a very strong soul connection, right? At the same time, I also feel like this Leo energy, whoever is showing up with this Leo energy here, because it's come in a couple times, I feel like they have had a shift here. They've gone through some sort of death rebirth here. And I think that that is coupled with your desire to have a victorious outcome and see things move forward. So it's kind of like, they're not going to make the choice easy, right? They're not just going to show up as this old player that you once had to deal with. They're going to show up and it's going to make it a harder choice because you're going to see that something has shifted for them. So it's going to be, you know, that's why it's going to be a challenge, I think, is that they're going to have admitted to or worked on some of the behaviors that you didn't appreciate in the past. So take that for what it's worth. In the potential outcome, we have Observer. So I really kind of feel like that same it's like you're really going to watch this. You might not decide anything just yet. It could be that you choose to kind of sit back and see what happens here. Because, for one, if you're dealing with someone from the past that had deceptive tendencies, even if they have gone through some sort of death rebirth, you want proof. I mean, that's what that Queen of Swords requires. She wants to see. Show me the goods. And if I even see the slightest falter, you're out of here. You know what I mean? We have the Ace of Swords, the World, and the Two of Pentacles. So I do feel like you're going to kind of wait, perhaps, for this breakthrough energy. Now, this could be communication coming in, some additional information coming in, but more so I feel like it's almost like you're waiting to see the truth. You're waiting to see the truth, and it's like you'll know it when it shows up. And it's almost like you're going to wait for that before you make the decision to either have a new beginning or have an ending here. Let's see. And I feel that way whether this is the old person or a new person. I think you might hold back and not make any moves right away because you want to see how they present themselves and how they behave. Like this show me the money sort of approach. Ace of Swords. We have the King of Wands. And the Three of Pentacles. I do feel like this strong fire sign energy is expressing that they want a new beginning. They might come forward with some truth. They might admit to a third-party situation. They might admit to their behavior in the past. They want to tell you about what they've learned about themselves. I feel, and what experience they've had with this death rebirth type energy. I do feel like they want to rebuild with you. With the World card, we have the Four of Wands and the Knight of Swords. Look at all these knights. There's a lot of communication going on here. You have every knight on the board here. So, yeah, there's definitely a choice on whether or not to end this or to come into union or to allow the past cycle to have been closed out and start a new cycle with this person. And I do think you will make a choice. But I do feel like you're going to sit back and see for a bit. With the Two of Pentacles, we have the Queen of Wands. And the Seven of Cups. Choices. And you have the power to make that choice. This is a strong soulmate here. We have the King and Queen of Wands. Let me get one more there. I feel like you have the power here, for sure. But I do feel like you're going to kind of wait and see. Again, with that Hanged Man. And I do feel like you definitely still have your guard up against this person. They might admit to a third-party situation, and I feel like if that's the case for you, it's going to make a lot more things clear, whereas in the past it might have you know, led to some confusion. I think there's going to be a deep evaluation of what you want here as well, because I think this person brought you a lot of pain in the past. So you're going to kind of be weighing the pros and cons of if it's even worth your energy anymore, even if they have had some sort of rebirth here. The Lovers, Page of Cups. Yeah, Ten of Cups, Ten of Pentacles, Wheel of Fortune. So I do, and the Queen of Pentacles again. I do feel like this could be someone you were married to in the past. Or perhaps you're still married but in separation. They're coming forward because you're their person. And they've figured that out somehow. And I do feel like there was some sort of divine timing here involved, or some sort of divine intervention of some kind, with that Wheel of Fortune showing up in there. This person's getting a taste of their own karma, I believe, and that could have been what led to this awakening for them. So I hope you found that helpful, Scorpio, and I hope to see you in your year forecast. And thanks for being here. Bye.